Windscale, the pride of Britain. Nestled in the picturesque Lake District, the state-of-the-art atom plant has transformed this rugged landscape into the envy of its northern neighbors. Scientific progress waits for no one, and the public has nothing to fear.
This is not a review and not even a gameplay impressions video because I haven't played enough of the game to make either one of those videos. This is just a brief record of my experience with the speedrun playthrough of the game and some thoughts on why having this choice is good. There will be a few spoilers, so watch at your own risk.
Experts are monitoring the situation, and I would urge everyone to remain calm.
Who are you? What are you doing in here?
The first time I booted up Atomfall, I played for around 30 minutes without making much progress, mostly because the game doesn't directly tell you where to go and what to do. I went away to play other games, thinking I would explore Atomfall at a leisurely pace later. Then, the news started coming in that people were beating the game in less than an hour. I was confused. I remembered from the early reviews that the game was anywhere between 10 to 30 hours long. So, what exactly was going on? It turns out that while Atomfall may not have a huge open world map, it certainly has something better, an open world inspired design that offers plenty of choice. You can choose to play this game however you like. You can either take your time slowly exploring the game's four major regions and uncovering clues on where to go next, or you can skip most of the game and do the bare minimum required to get to the credits, courtesy of the early players who figured out the shortest route and shared it on the internet. The game even rewards this type of speedrun with an achievement for beating the game in less than 5 hours, although it is more like 30 to 40 minutes if you know what you're doing. In my first guided playthrough, I reached the end in around 2 hours, and if anything, the experience motivated me to immediately start a new game to see what else I could do. With video games being played by people of all ages who each have varying amounts of time to spare, being given a chance to finish a game as slow or as fast as you want is something nice to have. But let me back up a bit and start from the beginning. Atomfall is an action survival game that is inspired from a real world incident called the Windscale nuclear disaster. In the game's interpretation of Northern England, the world is settling down 5 years after the disaster, and it is your job as a survivor to figure out what happened. Your only guide is a mysterious voice who keeps calling you across the various telephone booths scattered across the map. Little by little, you pick up clues by talking to people, trading or fighting with them, and digging up stuff using a metal detector. While this is a shooter game, ammo is very scarce and hard to come by, so melee weapons will be your best bet. Of these, a cricket bat is probably the most reliable weapon, at least in the beginning. That's the premise of the game, and if you play it as it was intended, it will certainly take you anywhere between 10 to 30 hours to complete. There are never any markers pointing you to the next destination, although important landmarks are marked on the map. You will have to pick up clues and piece together the story yourself. Or you can let the internet do the job for you and simply tell you where to go next. Essentially, it comes down to powering up four data storage centers and finding a way to a facility called Oberon. I won't spoil what's in there, but that's partly because I don't know the entire story myself since I skipped a large part of it to reach there.
Oberon must die. Oberon. Oberon must die.
So you might ask, what's even the point of playing the game like this? Well, that's where player choice comes in. I'm the sort of person who prefers to experience as many games as possible in the least amount of time. So, if I have the choice to see the essentials of what a game has to offer in less than 1 hour, I am going to take that choice. Like I said earlier, this speedrun actually made me like the game's setting and characters enough that I immediately wanted to start a new game and play it the way it was meant to be played. I most likely won't finish this slow run, but I will at least take some time to explore the game's regions in a bit more detail. That was it about Atomfall. If you're curious to see for yourself what makes this worth playing either in 1 hour or 30 hours, you can find the game on Windows, Xbox, and PlayStation, with the game also being offered as part of an Xbox Game Pass subscription. Thanks for watching.